CBS Sports and it was NFL.com, both writing about Bo this weekend. I read them yesterday. Both writing about things that Bo said last week that you and I kind of talked about. I just want to revisit and highlight a couple of things. They put an emphasis on something you and I put an emphasis on. Same game caller, same play caller, same quarterback coach.
Right.
Talking about Sean Payton and Davis Webb. Continuity is good for anybody, especially quarterbacks, but when you go to work, isn't it easier if the person you're working with knows what they're doing, knows who you are, you know what you're doing, and it makes for a good team. That's what they have between Sean, Bo, and Davis Webb. And then they also, both of them really loved the quote from Bo Nix saying, no, there's a guy on the team I'm buddies with, and he always tells me I haven't done anything, and I stink, and I'm awful, I'm not good looking, and all those things. And they both really, really liked that, going like, that's a good way to keep a young man who had some pretty big success in year one in check. I don't think that's a huge problem with Bo. Like, I don't think Bo's going to be smelling himself and then, turn into a different kind of quarterback or a dude. But it's a nice reminder that you got to continue to work the way you worked as a rookie to get the results that you want now in year two and moving forward.
Well, let's just be honest. You have to block out the noise.
Yeah.
Because the noise for Bo is going to be like, you're the best, Bo. You're the greatest, Bo. Aren't you great? Tell us how great you are, Bo. Does Josh Allen have somebody to tell him that? No, he's got Deion Dawkins saying, hey, let's go to this party.
Yeah.
And fortunately, I guess Josh just kind of stopped that, which may help him get over the top. But you have some quarterbacks out there. It's like, you haven't done anything yet. You can't get past Pat Mahomes. Like, what are we talking about here? We have MVP-level talent at the quarterback position around this league. They haven't done anything. You don't win a Super Bowl. That's what this whole thing's about. So Lamar, Josh, Joe Burrow, you guys are awesome. You haven't done anything. Bo Nix is not on that level yet, but he already knows he hasn't done anything. So I like the fact that he's getting the national attention and it's not going to get to his head. That's the type of guy that he is, and he's so grounded to know that when it's bad, you're the enemy. The Auburn experience for him shaped his entire football career because he was supposed to be the man. In high school, he was the man. He goes to Auburn where his dad was a legend, undefeated, and then he was not the man. And he heard the rumbling. He heard the noise. So if he struggles, everyone's going to get on him. He knows the game, and if he excels, then everyone's going to be like, you're the best, Bo. Tell us how you're great. He just stays steady the entire way, and I love that about that young man.
We've gone over RJ Harvey stats in Cortland, some stuff that we're kind of projecting.
Sure.
Evan Ingram, we did it last week as well. How about Bo? So if I were to tell you, this isn't me making it up, his numbers last year, 66.3% completion percentage, 3,700, just south of 38, 3,775 passing yards, 28 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Add 4 on the ground to give him a total of 32 touchdowns via the air and with his legs. So what if I bumped that completion percentage up to 67.5%? What if I bumped his passing yards up to 4,100? We're talking about an extra 325 yards throughout the season. Touchdowns through the air to 30, up 2 there. Okay. Interceptions down 2 at 10 because a bulk of those came in the first 4 weeks where he's still trying to figure out timing, routes, rhythm, chemistry with core, all that good stuff. But he's still going to make some mistakes and throw interceptions. So 10 there. And then I think that's fair, about 3, 4, 5 on a high end of rushing touchdowns every year. So that puts him at over 4,000 yards, a completion percentage of over 67%, 30-plus touchdowns, while 10 interceptions in his second year. I think that is realistic. I don't think it's, a giant leap from what it was from year 1 to year 2. And I think those are numbers that it would be looked at as certainly no sophomore slump. The fit is still there. Sean and Bo are going to get better and better every year.
Yeah, and with Bo Nix, we have to kind of wipe away the first month of his rookie season because that's when he didn't have things figured out. In fact, during that time, he was 30th in terms of passer rating.
Wow.
If you take out weeks 1 through 4, you go weeks 5 through 18, his number was 7.
Damn.
The 7th highest passer rating in the entire league.
So from 30th to 7th?
30 to 7.
Wow.
And the 30 was a small sample size because it was 4 games. Don't make me do math. Oh, God, I have to do math. 13 games.
13, yeah.
13 games. And he was the number 7 passer rating quarterback in this league. So you've already seen the growth, the change, the development. I don't know why it's outlandish when I suggest 30 touchdowns. I don't know why it's outlandish when I suggest 4,000 passing yards, because that's about what he should be. Because Sean Payton, in all of his time with New Orleans, that he loves to talk about all the time, he had a top 10 offense 12 of 15 years, I believe. That's off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But 12 of the 15 years, he had a top 10 offense. Mm-hmm. Guess what's coming to Denver this year?
Yeah.
It's a top 10 offense, and it's Bo Nix leading the way.
Well, and a lot of those numbers are based off Drew getting to 4,000-plus yards. That's what you said it last week. I'm like, I've got to start that number with a 4 and then see what it looks like.
Right.
That might change in real time depending on who Marvin Mims is, if Troy Franklin shows up, if R.J. Harvey's the real deal, they add J.K. Dobbins, Evan Ingram's the guy that they're trying to sell us as. So 5 dudes I just listed that could be a huge difference maker for what Bo's total number is at the end of the year.
Yeah, so is it 4,020 yards or is it 4,500 yards?
Right, exactly.
That's a big difference.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. Broncos country, you tell us. What do you think about it? Do you like that Bo's starting to get some of that national attention, or did you like it when he was kind of under the radar and out there proving a bunch of people wrong? Hit us up, 303-713-1043. It is the RamosLaw.com text line. Put your name on the end of your text so that we can give you a